All right, body game will make your self-esteem increase, okay? Because this is what the process you guys are going to experience. Say, for example, if you do go through this body game experience, okay? This will happen on your journey. If you said, hey, I am on body game, this is who I am, this is my lifestyle, I'm going to kind of let you know the different phases of what you're going to experience, all right? So the first 3 months, bro, that's called the grind phase. That's called the transformation phase, all right? That grind phase, that transformation phase, man, you're going to be putting in a lot of work. And the reason why it's going to be feeling like it's a lot is because it's new. It's not necessarily that it's a lot. It's just because it's new. It's you doing things you weren't doing before. And therefore, the perspective you're going to have is that it's a lot. But in all actuality, it's just different, you know? Spending an hour in the gym, you're spending that hour in the gym now as opposed to spending that hour watching Netflix, okay? Instead of you eating out every single night, all your foods are, or all your meals are prepped at home, and it's a much more healthier and cleaner diet, okay? The food does not necessarily taste different. The taste is still good. The food can still be seasoned very well to the point where it tastes good, okay? This food is just whole foods. This is not processed food. This is not food where it is completely chemically engineered to make your dopamine receptors just go through the roof, okay? All right? It's not you doing a lot. It's you just replacing the old goofy shit with better shit. All right? But it will be the hardest in this phase, okay? So if you guys, before you guys have already known, all right, cool. The hardest phase is at the beginning. Yes, it gets easier the longer that you stay in it. The biggest challenge in this phase is staying consistent. The biggest challenge is continuing to have the same faith and and the reason as to why you started, it's still protruding in your mind. It's still having its relevance or its significance each and every single day. Okay? That is what's going to be the challenge. The challenge is because you're breaking old habits and creating new ones, okay? You're making an old version of yourself do something that the new version of yourself does. And until the old version of you dies, doing this new stuff is going to be difficult. But that's the reason as to why it's so hard. It's because you're going from an old, current, weak-minded version of yourself and you're trying to transcend into a better version of yourself, okay? You can't make that switch on one day and just like that is going to take a number of days, a number of weeks, a number of months, okay? And what makes matters worse is usually you don't see the results that you initially expected that you would have after training for 3 months or training for 2 months or whatever the case may be, okay? So you're like, man, this is hard. This sucks. And then to make matters worse, I don't even have the results to even show that I've been training and working out in the gym for the past few months, okay? That is the hardest phase, okay? But if you stay consistent, you have the faith, and you build yourself up to the point, and you exercise some fucking... that's what it's... Bro, you guys are going to have to be resilient, all right? That's how... Like, this is not just going to test who you are physically, but it's going to test who you are entirely, okay? If you're used to a guy not having any sort of resilience or being able to adapt or to keep pushing forward and persevering, bro, the gym will make that out of you. If you just choose not to, if you're a guy that just does not have resiliency, you don't persevere when hard shit happens, bro, you will quit doing the gym. But if you're a guy that has a little bit of resilience, bro, you will get through that first initial phase. And then you will start entering my favorite phase, the best phase out of all of them, I want to say. From month 3 to month 12, that first year, bro, that's called the newbie gain phase. Newbie gains phase, okay? That's when your body starts, it's kind of like a time lapse a little bit for your body to catch up to the decisions and what you've been doing. But some point after that second month, that third month, bro, that's when the body starts catching on. That's when you've had so many days of you going home sore and eating healthy and giving your body protein and stuff like that. That's when you are starting to actually tell it actually having an impact and you can see it. This is when the results start coming in. And this is probably going to be the phase where you will see the most drastic change of results. Most people, they quit in the first phase before they get to month 3, which is crazy because they literally quit right before they reached their breakthrough, before they actually got results. So when you guys enter this phase, you're going to start seeing your results. You're going to maybe see what you were compared to 3 months ago. You're going to start to notice that some clothes may start to look different. You're going to start to notice that your arms and your back and your chest are going to start looking different. People are probably going to start noticing something different, especially if you haven't been going to the gym and you see somebody that when the last time you saw them was before you started going to the gym, and it may have been several months. They're even going to notice, okay? These are when the results are going to be known. And this is when you become addicted to the process, addicted and extremely proud of your work. This is when your self-esteem starts like shooting off at an all-time high, bro. It's because you actually worked for your ass off. You've been working your ass off for a long time, and now you actually see like, bro, I'm actually one of those ones. I'm one of those ones that actually goes to the gym and actually looks like it. You'll start to look like it around this. And newbie games are crazy, bro. Crazy. I've never gained the amount of improvement in regards to my physique all happened significantly in the first year. I've never grown and put that much weight on and transformed how I looked physically than no other my newbie game phase. The newbie game phase is fucking ridiculous, bro. But you start looking like a person that actually works out because you have been working out. You've been working out for more than half the year, probably closer to the 1 year mark, depending on where you started or whatever. And this is where you start feeling like, yo, man, I actually did it. And so this right here is going to steamroll you into the third phase, which is basically like the enduring phase, which is called the maintain phase. I think that's what I'm going to call it, the maintain phase. All right. The maintain phase, you are going to be experiencing growth, but once your body has started to develop into an athlete or somebody that works out or somebody that's healthy, based because you make consistent, inputs on a day-to-day basis, there's only so much you can grow or whatever the case may be. Like, say, for example, I grab a bodybuilder who's been lifting for 5 years or 10 years, and I say, add 15 pounds of muscle right now. It's going to be difficult for them because they've already added the muscle. When their body was at default before they had started working out, man, they were putting on muscle like crazy, and the body can only pack on so much. The body will continuously, steadily grow, but it's like your body is about adapting to whatever it is being thrown at it. And then essentially, if your body has already adapted to becoming that, then it may, for example, add, or to give you guys an example, the reason why the newbie gain transformation is so crazy is because your body now is like going through like a massive reconstruction plan. Your body is adapting and is saying, hey, we work out every single day. So what we need to do is we need to transform our body into making it and so that we can work out every single day, because this motherfucker's not going to stop. He's been too consistent. So we got to change the body around to make it more adept and more conditioned to do what it is that we do every single day. All right. Now, that is going to happen within the first year. That's when you get the newbie gains. This is when you get on a fuck ton of muscle. This is when your body literally transforms and you are now identified. You can be easily identified as somebody that works out on a consistent basis. Now, when you, say, for example, go into the maintain phase, the body is already adapted to do what it is that you're asking for it to do, okay? Now, all it can do is to become a stronger, a more conditioned version of themselves. But that growth right there, it's going to start tapering off. It's not to say like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna stop getting gains. No, it's just gonna be harder for you to get gains naturally. That is okay, but you still, if you work out, you will grow every single year. But that's why I tell you guys, it's like, man, this body game shit, bro, it'll literally take you a year and boom, you're on body game. And then after that, it's just about maintaining, bro. Because you're going to be, your body is going to be so developed to the point to where it's just like bro, like for me, like there's so many people that are telling me like, yo, you work out enough, all right, bro, you good, like you don't got to work out no more. There's so many people that would look at me like, you don't got to work out no more. But me and my mindset, I've experienced like gains and growing, and I've recognized that however much you put into it, you will get it back in return. I keep putting into it, keep putting into it, keep putting into it, and I'm still getting growth. It's just not at that rapid rate that I once experienced when I was a newbie. But after I left my newbie gains phase, that let me know right then and there that if you pour into this, you will get something back. You will get the physique of your dreams. It will happen to you. All right, you don't need to put yourself in, oh, it's with genetics, and I don't think, no, bro. You just have to stick at it longer. The reason why you're not jacked yet, despite you being working out in the gym for 8 weeks, bro, is because simply 8 weeks is not enough to transform your body. You need more time. You need to keep showing up. A guaranteed way that you will not get the physique, a guaranteed way knowing that you will not get the physique is if you quit today. All right. A guaranteed way of you knowing that you'll get the physique is if you consistently just work out no matter what. You work out despite whether or not you getting results, or motherfucker, just work. Just work. That's all it's about. That's all it's ever been about. It's just putting in the work, man. All the compliments and all the accolades and being like, that shit'll come. It's inevitable that it'll come, bro. Almost every single day somebody acknowledges that, like, yo, bro, I was in the Verizon store today. Somebody say, man, you been in that gym, ain't you, big dog? I'm like, appreciate you, man. But yes, I have been in that gym. You don't need people to be like, oh, do they see my muscles, bro? Because they gon' see it, bro. No matter how much you try to hide it, bro, they gon' see it, man. I can't put on a shirt. And when he saw me in that gym, bro, I was wearing this big ass shirt, bro, big ass baggy shirt. But the shoulder to waist ratio, bro, there is no hiding it. It will protrude and it will make itself known no matter what. Body game is just powerful in general, bro. It's so powerful. So guys, like, I just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know what the phases are. That first phase, man, you just got to stick through it. That second phase, bro, after month 3, that's when you really going to start seeing some motion. And then that third phase, bro, that maintain phase, bro, this is the phase that I'm kind of in right now. But that's when kind of like you just show up and you go to the gym because you built it into who you are. You know that if you stop going to the gym, that you'll revert back to who you were before you started doing all this shit. So it's maintaining, but also just making sure that, you know, that's when you run into the phase where the gym starts becoming therapeutic and it becomes a quiet place and a place where, you know what I'm saying, despite all the problems and all the bullshit that's happening in your world, bro, that's the one place you can go to. And no matter what, hey, if I love this gym shit, if I love these weights gonna love me back, bro. That's just the way I approach it, man. But yeah, man, those are the 3 phases in every gym journey, man. I hope you stick through it, man. I'm out.